Hello, guys. This is Shar. Welcome back. Thanks so much for returning. Now, this will be a very short video about Martell Holt. He is a sad individual, and if you did not know that before, I know you know it now. For those who really thought, like, oh, he's not that bad, oh, he's not this, oh, he's a good father, you see now that he is a problem. He's scary, and I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I already said what I said in my last video about how he seems like the type would just do something and it'll be a mistake and oops, she fell, or she fell down the steps, or she cracked her head. He seems like the type. I'm telling you, he's becoming obsessed with Melody to the point where he fixates over her and the fact that they could be back together, or be a family again. He fixates on it to the point where he's losing touch. Like, he's literally losing touch. He's having fits, temper tantrums with Carlos King on the set. Now I'm hearing allegedly he's doing it in the courtroom. Now, we all know that they have been battling with this custody battle. They recently went to court. Allegedly, Mel did not lose custody. I mean, the status is the same, whereas it's 50-50. So, which is good. Hopefully that doesn't change. But Martell, allegedly, it's being said that he showed his you know what in the courtroom by having outbursts, talking out of turn, probably saying crazy stuff, saying stuff that's not appropriate for the courtroom, probably getting really personal and all this stuff. So he didn't get held in contempt, which he should have. However, he was ordered to do counseling. Now, it was already said that he was ordered to do counseling for the show as well, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe it was a mistranslation. Maybe people were thinking it was the show, but really the courts ordered him to do counseling. Either way, supposedly he's doing counseling, allegedly. Now, let me get into really quick. If you want to know the full story, you can check out Make It Make Sense over on YouTube. I like him. He's funny. He got a tip from somewhere. I guess his people, somebody else probably lives out there in Huntsville. He had a tip, so he had a little bit more information than those who are not out there and don't have a plug. But some of the things really quick that Martell was having his lawyer request. And again, how did he get his lawyer? Where did he come up with the money from? Because remember, on the last episode, 2 episodes ago, he was sitting in the kitchen with his mama, Miss Marlene, and told her, like, he dropped the lawyer because he ain't had no money. He said already the lawyer was up to 10 G's, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been more. But so what? He just scraped the money up or talked the lawyer into going to court with him? I don't know. But he probably promised to pay. That's probably what he did, not knowing when he gonna pay that attorney. But some of the stuff he's asking, he's requesting his attorney to bring forth in court and request these things of Melanie is bank account. He wants to know her bank account, the banks. I hope not the bank account numbers, because that's blasphemy. Why would I give you my account number? Anyway, bank account names and addresses of the banks. He also wants to know the addresses of her businesses, any addresses and or PO box addresses. He also wants to know, he's also requesting profits from Sugar Mama's line, her product line that Melanie started. He wants profit from that, or he wants to know why he's not eligible for profit on that, because you're not married to her anymore, and that company was started after the fact, after she got divorced. He also wants to know why isn't he getting money for um, 7th Avenue? Because it's rebranded. She closed the original company, which was Embrace Beauty, and rebranded it. And at the time, um, yeah, she closed it right before they got divorced, and she rebranded it and opened it back up under a new name. And he's not liable. He doesn't get any of that money. Um, if I was his lawyer, I'd be like, you're not gonna, you can't know these things about her anymore. You guys are divorced. I'm not sure why you want me to even ask this stuff, but anyway, the dumb attorney asked all these things. He also requested for the Eminem kids not to film any longer, which I guess the judge granted that. And mind you, I'm hearing the judge gave Martell kudos because he's showing such concern for the kids and the kids' well-being, simply because he's concerned about the quote-unquote 20 babysitters, and sort of shunned or shaded Melody because she in fact does have multiple babysitters. So the judge is almost like, well, that's not really good. Kids don't need to have a lot of babysitters. I'm proud of Mr. Holt for being concerned and showing concern about that, because that is important. You know what? That's why, I mean, I like the South. I don't have nothing against the South. I'm not dissing anyone that's from the South or live in the South, but that's why I don't really be bothered with the South, because they have kind of like outdated mindsets, outdated ways of thinking, and it's crazy how this judge is kind of, patting Martell on the back simply because he's concerned about some babysitters. I mean, mothers have babysitters all the time when they're working mothers. You know what I mean? Like, preferably the same one. But, these people are her friends and her family. It's not like strangers. Her brother, it's not like strangers. It's people she knows. But anyway, yeah, he wants to know all of her banks, the addresses of her banks. He wants to know her social media accounts, the names, all of her names of all her social media. And if I'm not mistaken, and you could go over to Make It Make Sense if you like to check this out, but I could have swore that man said that Martell also requested her passcodes. I could have swore he said that. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I heard the wrong thing, but or made that up in my head, because he is out of his mind. He's completely gone bonkers. And other tea out here on the YouTube and internet streets is that Martell is requesting coleslaw to now get her builder's license. Don't know if this is true. I'm just hearing this through the grapevine. What is it with this guy in this test? Is he that dumb? Has he freaked himself out that bad where he just feels like he can't pass it? Is he dyslexic? I mean, even though he graduated college, does he truly have a reading comprehension problem? Because you remember when he was, when he had his little launch party for NS, the wine, when he was doing that tribute and doing his thank you, he struggled. He literally struggled to get that mess out, that crap that he was talking about as it related to his wine. He struggled. And he was reading from a little cue card, a little note he made for himself. He struggled. So I'm wondering, like, does he have a problem with reading a little bit? Like, is he a little bit below the level? Or does he have a comprehension problem with reading? Like, he doesn't comprehend that well what he read? I don't know. But for a grown man like him, such as himself, to be that terrified, to keep shunning away taking a pretty standardized test, I think it's multiple choice. It's multiple choice about that particular topic, but nonetheless, multiple choice. What's the big deal? Just knuckle up and study and take the thing. But whatever. It shows to me that is something else going on there, just from listening to how he reads and Martell has major issues. I'm telling you. When he got married and managed to graduate college, that boosted him up, but it also added a coding to how he wanted to be perceived. When really, in reality, Martell Holt is just a country boy that is not that smart and really can't really get up out the mud really on his own. That's what I'm saying. Mel was the one who really propelled them to the next level because of her work ethic, and everybody's not like that. Everybody's not born with that. Some people are born with it, some people have to learn it, and some people, when they actually learn it, they actually are able to execute. And Mel, I don't know if she was born with it or she learned it. Maybe she learned it from her mom. I'm not sure. She said her dad wasn't really in her life early on, so I don't know if she got it from her dad or what, but she's the one who actually propelled them to the next level financially because she has a better work ethic, and she's a harder worker. She probably has, well, no, it's not probably. She has more self esteem than Martell. Martell is almost like coleslaw, to be honest. He has low self, to be totally honest. Now that we're seeing more and more of him, he's really a shallow man who's self conscious because he has all these deficits. Be it low self because he came from the ghetto, he didn't have much. Low self because he thinks he's less than. Low self because his dad wasn't around. Low self because he got a comprehension problem, a reading problem. I don't know, but it's something else going on with Martell Holt. And the woman, starting off with Mel, she just helped make him look better when he really wasn't all of this or that. It was really her. And now, as he say, the peasant, even though she's the peasant, you want her to now help you and get the builder's license so you can work and control her and work with her. And she she may do it, knowing her, because she wants to pretend like she's on the same level as Mel, educational wise and business wise. So she will probably do it. Like, she'll do anything Martell asks her to do, especially if she feels like she's going to get something out of it. And what she would get out of it is still having ties to him. She's going to have ties to him anyway because they have a kid, but having ties to him, a new business venture so she can pretend like she's just like Mel. They're on the same level, which they're not. And also making money because she needs to make money. She doesn't really have any money coming in, to my knowledge. I think she does have a store or something. I don't know how well or how bad it's doing, but whatever. So, yeah. Martell Holt, I guess pray for him if you want to. I'm not. I don't want the man to drop dead because I know his kids love him, but he is a sick individual. Please, you guys, drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think about all this stuff he wants to know about her, because he just wants to know all this stuff so he keep tabs on her and keep popping up where he don't belong. And you guys know that's the truth. Please drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I do talk back. Ciao.